All right, welcome. Today we're going to talk about something we all do. We invent these incredibly complicated systems, all to avoid doing the one simple hard thing that would actually change everything.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it with this single, most important idea. We have totally confused difficult with complex. They are not the same thing. See, difficult is a straight line. It's direct. It just tests our guts. But complex? That's a tangled knot. It flatters our intellect. So many of the most important things in life are actually brutally simple, but man, do we love treating them like some kind of unsolvable puzzle.
And this is the real kicker. The reason we procrastinate, the reason we stall, it's almost never because a task is too hard for our brains. Nope, we avoid it because of the emotional cost. It's that sting of a tough conversation, the fear of somebody saying no, the sheer discomfort of holding a boundary. That's the pain we're actually running from.
So why do we build these elaborate defenses, these emotional smoke screens? Let's dive into the psychology behind this, because it's pretty fascinating.
You know, psychologists actually have a name for this whole song and dance. It's called cognitive avoidance. It's really just our brain's clever little trick for making us feel safe. We spin these intricate plans, we do endless research, we build these towering walls of justification, all so we can feel productive, when what we're really doing is just hiding from the pain.
I mean, think about these things. Ending a friendship that's just draining you, setting a real boundary with your boss, finally saying, I love you. None of these things require a 10-page manual, right? They're not complex. They just require one thing, courage. And you know what? Courage usually stings a little.
This really just says it all, doesn't it? All our fancy plans, our flowcharts, our pro and con lists, so often they're just a very sophisticated, very intellectual-sounding smokescreen for good old-fashioned fear.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. This very human habit of ours hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, it's been packaged up and turned into a massive, profitable industry. Think about it. So much of the self-help and productivity world is built on this premise. They sell us these elaborate frameworks, these 9-step courses, these expensive workshops, all promising a secret map to solve our problems. But here's the thing. Most of the time, we don't need a map. We just need the nerve to take that one single difficult step.
And this is so crucial to understand. These systems can feel incredibly productive, right? But what they can also do is keep us beautifully, comfortably trapped in a cycle of planning forever. They're not selling you a solution. They're selling you a highly structured, very satisfying way to avoid the solution.
Let's get really practical here. I mean, look at this. Building a detailed spreadsheet to analyze a relationship, it feels logical, it feels smart. It gives you this wonderful illusion of control, but really it's just a super elaborate way to put off the real, difficult, heart-pounding conversation of just looking someone in the eye and saying, this isn't working for me anymore.
And here's the exact same pattern, just in a different area of life. Researching boundaries, that's safe. You can become the world's leading expert on boundaries from the comfort of your couch. But all that knowledge means absolutely nothing until you actually do the simple, difficult act of telling your boss, sorry, I can't work late tonight.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? Engaging with complexity makes you feel smart. It strokes your ego. But facing difficulty, that real, simple, straightforward difficulty, it doesn't give a damn about your IQ. It tests your character. It forces you to be brave.
So, how do we break this cycle? How do we stop hiding behind all this stuff? Well, the good news is there's a simple, actionable way forward, and I promise it does not require a spreadsheet. So here it is. This is the path out of the complexity trap. It's just a 4-step process designed to strip away all that smoke and all those mirrors and get us to focus on the only thing that actually creates change: direct action. Okay, so let's break it down. First, you gotta be honest, brutally honest. Ask yourself, am I really strategizing right now, or am I just plain scared? Second, cut the choreography. Stop writing the perfect email draft. Stop rehearsing the perfect speech. Just make the call. Third, and this is a big one, accept the burn. It's going to feel uncomfortable. Courage is supposed to sting a bit. That feeling isn't a stop sign. It's the feeling of growth. And finally, change how you measure success. The only metric that matters is, did I do the hard thing? Yes or no?
And if there's one thought to take away from all of this, it's this right here. We build these grand narratives of complexity because, frankly, we're just not willing to pay the emotional price for growth. But that price, it's the cost of admission if we actually want to move forward. So I'll leave you with this question.
Just really think about it for yourself. Where in your life, right now, are you building a complex system, reading just one more book, or creating another to-do list, when you know deep down what's really needed is one brutally simple, terrifyingly difficult act? No system required.